All right, so we are just moving on now. Another response that is coming across from the Chidambarams there, where the CBI raid is being conducted, where he goes on to say that my office is just updated on record twice. In 2015, once in 2017, twice in 2018, and today. So he is just stating the number of times that his office that has been raided, and he is updating on the record where multiple occasions there we are looking at how the central agencies have been conducting their raids and searches. Going across straight to Bhavtosh now, because there has been more developments that are coming across to the case which pertains where these searches that are currently happening. Bhavtosh, what more are you picking up?
Well, we have details exactly as to what led to CBI carrying out these raids and searches, and Karti Chidambaram has issued a statement that his office has been raided and searched, in fact, his premises over 6 times. It's true that Chidambarams have been under the scanner of both Enforcement Directorate and CBI since 2014. Having said that, sources have said that Talwandi Sabo project had large number of Chinese workers, and fraudulently Indian visa were issued to them, and 250 of them were issued visa. Now, the CBI said that the period under investigation is between 2010. The critical period is 2011. Now, remember, Amrita, the P Chidambaram was the Home Minister during that period of time, and ED has said, CBI has said that they have found that his company received money to get Indian visa for Chinese national. Now, this is a very serious allegation that CBI is leveling. One has to wait and see on what basis CBI is saying this. But remember, Bhaskar Ramanan, the chartered accountant of Karti Chidambaram, was a person of interest for both CBI and ED since 2016 and 2017. They have said that the documents that they had then seized had shown that his companies had given a trail of remittance abroad. And working on that, they have now found out that one of the firms had in fact been had provided services to a Chinese company that was in fact hired, and subsequently this company had in fact was hiring a Chinese national. Now these Chinese national were in fact given Indian visa, and this company was then subsequently paid around 50 lakh rupees to Karti Chidambaram.
So Bhavtosh, getting us more details on that, because Bhavtosh, quickly introducing our other reporters also joining us at this point, as we are reporting live from different locations, be it in Chennai and also in Delhi, where the CBI conducting the raids that are still on in 9 different properties related to the Congress MP Karti Chidambaram. And this is also coming on the lines where the searches that are being conducted in Mumbai, in Chennai, or Odisha, in Punjab, and also in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu in Chennai, as we are reporting. But the raids are being carried out in a case related to former foreign remittance received by Karti Chidambaram, allegedly in exchange for facilitating fraudulent visas for 250 Chinese nationals. Now, this is the second such response that is coming from the Chidambarams themselves. Let me go across straight to Shilpa. Shilpa, for now the update that is coming across, because his properties, as far as his offices is also concerned, that is being raided. Also being said that Karti Chidambaram may not be in the country at all.
Well, that's right, Amita. In fact, that is what his personal assistant told us, that Karti Chidambaram currently is in London. Nalini Chidambaram, who's the wife of former Union Minister P Chidambaram, is in Chennai. She's at the residence where the raids are also happening. Currently, we are reporting from Eldorado building, which is this is the place where Karti Chidambaram's Chess Management Private Limited is situated. Is on the 3rd floor, where CBI officials are currently carrying out searches since early morning. There are 3 locations that are being raided as far as Chennai is concerned. This is the information that we're getting. But nevertheless, the allegations that have been leveled against Karti Chidambaram is extremely grave, because the CBI says Karti Chidambaram received at least rupees 50 lakh as illegal gratification for facilitating work visas for 250 Chinese nationals for a power project in Punjab. Right. And it was during the ED raids on his chartered accountant Bhaskar Ramanan that they received the money trail, that they found out the money trail. They had found out inward and outward transactions from one of the documents. that they had seized from Bhaskar Raman.
So that is Karti Chidambaram mocking the ongoing raids. Pranesh also joining us at this point because now he's been stating the record number of times that his premises and offices have been raided by the central investigative agencies, Pranesh.
You know, I just want to highlight what Bhavtosh has just flashed. Why is it crucial? Because we are talking about the time period after 2010. Now, Bhavtosh is also with us. Bhavtosh, this period is crucial because this was the time when Mr. Chidambaram was the Union Home Minister. And this is something that the BJP has been harping on. That look, this is a classic case of misuse of power. Bhavtosh.
Yes, Pranesh, adding to what Shilpa is saying, that Karti Chidambaram in fact had said that this is not the first time he has been raided. In fact, he has given details that six times he has been raided and searched. And Karti Chidambaram first came under the scanner of CBI and ED in the INX media case. And at that point of time, CBI had said that he was misusing his father's office when his father was in fact the finance minister. Karti was arrested in 2018, and then a year later, P Chidambaram was arrested. So it's obvious that while Karti Chidambaram has been named as an accused in this FIR, we have not yet accessed the copy of the FIR. The buck will stop at his father's doorstep, because if he has managed to get visas for 250 Chinese national, it is obvious that CBI will question his father, will question Karti Chidambaram, because who in fact managed to get these 250 visa? It's Karti Chidambaram, and obviously he would have used his father's office. That would be obvious line of questioning of CBI. Now, this will be used by BJP. They will obviously claim that Karti Chidambaram is misusing his father's office.
Right. I believe if you're mentioning the BJP there, Bhavtosh, Dr. Subramanian Swamy's reaction has already come in. Let's play that out, because also if you talk about the Congress party, they were quick to jump into the defense of P Chidambaram, calling him a nationalist and a patriot. Let's listen in to Dr. Swamy.
There have been a lot of political developments across the country over the last couple of days, and to discuss all those developments we have with us former Rajya Sabha MP Dr. Subramanian Swamy. Sir, the CBI has booked Congress MP Karti Chidambaram over facilitation of visa for Chinese nationals and bribe of 51 lakhs. What is the first comment, sir?
Well, in a sense, I'm not surprised. I didn't know about this earlier, although I've been investigating them on so many things. And I think it needs to be brought to public attention immediately, because this is not just ordinary corruption. It is corruption with a foreign power, in this case China. If they did the same thing with the Russians or with the Pakistanis or all, it would have been the same. But it's an anti-national act. And I would say, of course, it's corruption because you have taken money for that. And you have misused your office. Mr. Chidambaram misused the office, so under the Prevention of Corruption Act, he automatically becomes a guilty person. So I think I'm very happy to hear that such deeply hidden matters, because all these questions of dealing with foreigners are usually very well camouflaged, has come out, and your channel has broadcast it. And I think we need to see action on it.
So today only in the morning, Karti tweeted that he won't forgive and forget the 16 May 2017 when the CBI and ED moved on the cases on the INX media case. So yes. You have been a vocal critique of the yes. Chidambarams. Yes. So what do you say that he is still claiming that he is innocent in that matter as well?
Well, first of all, I have been a litigant, not only a critic. I filed cases which have led to all this, from the Aircel Maxis case. The question is, I have never met a professional or come across a professional crook who says he's a crook. They all say, I'm innocent, this is vendetta, and so on. It's not new. Sonia Gandhi said the same thing in National Herald Matters. And Mrs. Gandhi also said it on a number of occasions. So there's been a standard ploy that you deny. And And in a criminal court, lawyers teach your client to say, deny everything, including that you are a human being.
So another political development happened in Uttar Pradesh when the Gyanvapi Mosque, there was Archaeological Survey of India's survey. So the Hindu side of the fence, they said that there is a sibling and inside the campus. The mosque is saying that it's a fountain. So how do you react to this development?
The issue is that Aurangzeb's Farman makes it clear that there was a temple, which was a holy temple where Lord Shiva himself.
All right, so the Congress party is also reacting. Let's listen into the AICC secretary also reacting as far as Karti Chidambaram and the raids that are currently taking place. It's been on since morning at different locations across the country.
Sir, this is not a one instance in the country. This is their BJP, RSS, Modi and Amit Shah, how they are using CBI and ED and other institutions, democratic institutions, to suppress the voice in this democratic voice in this country. This is one of the way of doing it. This is not only on the political leaders they did it. The various people, even movement leaders, social activists, this is how they behave. This is the government consistently, continuously destroyed the democratic institutions in the country, and this is how they acted.
Straight away going across to Prapanch now, because Prapanch, the CBI team still there because they were doing a quick, a recce, if we can call it, on the premises and the residence of the Chidambarams there. What exactly is the progress that has happened so far?
It's almost 4 hours since the CBI officials have entered the house of Mr. Chidambaram in Nungambakam in Chennai. So we were able to see that some time back, Congress MLA Selva Perandage along with AICC Secretary Srivalda Prasad had come over here to meet the family of Mr. Chidambaram. They tried to get inside the house. However, CBI officials walked out and they stopped the Congress MLA and the AICC Secretary, asking them to go out. They said investigations are going on, say they cannot enter the house, and subsequently we could see that Congress MLA Selva Perandage and Srivalda Prasad came out and also addressed the media, saying that that BJP is trying to defame. This is what the overall gist. In fact, however, we can see that still the CBI is conducting the searches in Chidambaram's residence, and also some time back a few CBI officials had come out and they started to go around the house. They were just inspecting few elements around the house. And meanwhile, we can also see that the police has also increased the security around Mr. Chidambaram's house, and also they have put barricading, and also they have controlled the crowd. How we can see now, this is the present situation.
There of the leaders that are now approaching the Chidambaram residence in Chennai. But what is the update, Priyank, so far at your end? Because it is being said that Karti Chidambaram may not be in the country at all, but he is keeping a close tab on what's been happening as far as the raids are concerned. He's tweeted twice already on it.
Yes, certainly, and at this time period when there has been yet another raid on Karti Chidambaram, he has come out and in his defense and stated that he has lost counting, which is certainly he is trying to imply that there have been series of raids on him, which is certainly a targeted one. But if you look at the case pertains to granting of visa. Was Karti Chidambaram the Minister of the Foreign Affairs? He wasn't. Was his father the Minister of Foreign Affairs? He wasn't. So that clearly implies that instead of having, apart from having influence in the Ministry of Home Affairs, where his father was posted as the Home Minister at this particular time period, he also had a very quite powerful influence in the Ministry of External Affairs, because the visas are certainly not granted by the Ministry of Home Affairs. It's a department which comes under the Ministry of External Affairs. So when the CBI officials, although they have not named any officials who were part of the union government at that particular time period, they are also trying to imply that those officials who could have helped Karti Chidambaram at that particular time to get this illegal gratification and to allow visa to these 250 Chinese nationals will certainly come under the radar of the CBI officials. So that's a clear message which is coming coming out after the CBI officials are stating that they are focusing on unknown officials of the government of India. So there was a bigger nexus which is operating, which quite clearly appears, because Karti Chidambaram allowing visa to some foreign national to come inside the country is not a job of private individuals. Although there was shell companies which could have been involved, which is certainly under radar of the CBI officials. But at this particular point,
seems a little bit off, and exactly what involvement does really is of Karti Chidambaram allegedly in the case, because Sabyasachi, it was being said, the CBI team that arrived early at 7:30 in the morning went back and is now back again at the residence. The update at your end, please.
Absolutely. Let me straight away show the visuals out here. The CBI team is present out here. They came at around 10 a.m. in the morning. Earlier, they had come in around 7:30. They had spoken to the security guard and the household help. For 15 minutes, they were there and they went back. And after that, at 10 a.m., they came here. There were around 8 CBI officials. Along with the CBI officials, there was 2 bank officials who are also present with the CBI team. One is from PNB and another one is from the SBI. And it's been close to 2 hours that the team of CBI is still inside Karti Chidambaram's residence here in the national capital, that is 8 Lodi Estate. And clearly the allegations against Karti Chidambaram are quite grave, and approximately around 250 Chinese workers were given Indian visas, and for this around 50 lakh money trail has been found, but this is the initial sum. So the sum can also increase later in the stages, but till now no official statement has come in from the CBI. So after the searches are conducted in various locations, the CBI might come up with their official statement, and further they can also summon Karti Chidambaram in this investigation. And also we have to wait for the official confirmation from the Congress as well. From the Congress side, no such statement has come in. So the CBI is continuing their raid here in 80 Lodi State in the national capital.
So we are looking at multiple locations where these raids currently are on. It's been several hours now. We are keeping an eye out exactly what the link could also possibly be to the previous Annex Media case, which was also under investigation as far as the Chidambarams are concerned. Heading into a short break right now. You're watching Times Now.